If you struggle to win ranked games, then this video is for you. I am one of the top 31 ranked players in NA and have won over 120 ranked games this season. And today I'm going to break down a 15 kill Unreal ranked win from start to finish to show you my thought process on how I consistently win ranked games. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's try and get 500 likes on this video. But now let's talk about the first part of this video, Offspawn. Now to start this game out, I am going to be landing at Seaport City. Now when you're landing at any POI, you want to have the best drop out of anyone, and that means that you want to hit the lowest point on the map when you're diving in. So I always aim for this river right here to set me up for the best drop. You'll notice out of anyone dropping with me, I have the lowest drop and I'm in front of everyone, and that means I get to pick the best loot out of anyone. And it's also going to set me up perfectly to land at this big building right here, which has a god chest spawn and multiple barrels. But I realized that someone's landing right to my right, so I'm going to pick up a shotgun next to me, and then I'm going to look at the player instantly to make sure he can't land on me. After I hit him for about 95 damage, I'm going to try and kill him, but he swings around the building and he's going to fly down onto low ground. When he does this, I know I can just kill him right now, because if I get him out of the lobby now, I won't have to worry about him later, and since he doesn't have any guns, I rush him and pick up my first kill of this game. After I picked up that kill, I'm now going to go grab my loot. As you can see, there is a god chest right here in the roof that I'm just going to break down and get all the loot. I also land at this building because there's 2 barrel spawns right here, and then if you go down here, there are 2 more barrel spawns. Now that I've got that loot off spawn, I hear 2 other players finishing up a fight, so I'm obviously going to go and try and clean that up. So I'm going to push over to this player with a ramp trick, and then I'm just going to slide down, and I'm going to make sure to apply pressure to make sure that this player can't fully med up. And then I'm going to start pressuring on his roof. So when I pressure on his roof, notice how I only swing once, and then I either hold out a build or I phase a ramp in to make sure the player can't stay in that box. And I can double edit over here, fake pickaxe swing to bait the player to edit, and then I can crack him. And then all I have to do is bait the player out to shoot, and then I can kill him. After I've picked up this kill, I've now cleared out my POI, and I can rotate into the center of the map for mid-game. Now the first fight we're going to get into in mid-game is against this Unreal ranked player right here. I see a player in front of me and he's going to get some opening damage on me, so I'm just going to box up and throw a shield keg down. Now that I have pretty decent health, the player is going to push me, and I realize that I'm in a really awkward position and some of these builds aren't mine. So I'm going to create some space with some metal. At this point, the player won't stop pushing me unless I do damage to him. So when he swings onto my cone, pay attention to when I edit. I edit on the second swing to make sure that the player can't shoot at me while I shoot at him. I can then crack him. But at this point, I don't want to take any damage, because if I take damage, he'll have time to pop meds. Now at this point, I'm just trying to be smart and aggressive at the same time, and this player is able to get 2 minis off. Now when he gets these 2 minis off, he's going to jump above me, and I'm guessing that he's going to double edit on me. So I just kind of wait for him. I hold out my crosshair just to see if he'll walk into it. And what do you know? He does, and he feeds me another big hit of damage. At this point, the player's super weak, and he's running low on mats. So he's going to run away from me, and I'm just going to try and chase him down. But he falls into this really awkward area where he's in like a half wall. If I spray on this wall right now, he could one pump me and I could die. So I'm going to change angles and look for a different way in. I realize that some of these builds are mine and not his, so I can edit down to in, and then I can just edit this wall that was mine, and then I can pick up the simple kill. But I was only able to do so because I changed angles. Now I understand that a lot of you watching this video may be nervous when fighting in ranked. So in the next fight here, I'm going to teach all of you how to stay calm in fights no matter the scenario. In this fight I'm going to get into, I dash onto a player's head, and I realize that he's just finished a fight, so he's probably going to be trying to med up. But I make a big mistake when I jump into this player's box, because I shoot my shotgun, and at this point I'm super exposed, so this player is going to get a little bit of damage on me. At this point I'm really weak on health. This guy has the wall, and to make it even worse, all of these builds around me aren't mine, and if I turn around and sprint up, I'm going to get cracked in my back. So I have to face this player head on. But again, he has all of the builds, so what do? I'm going to hug the right side of the wall, because look, if he makes a peanut butter edit, he can't see me, so I stay on the right side of the wall. After this happens, I try and bait the player to shoot by sprinting, but he's pretty smart. He edits on me and cracks me. At this point, I'm at 3 HP, but I know he just shot, so he has shotgun delay. So I can steal the wall and then edit and crack him, but after I crack him, I reset the wall and hold it to make sure the player can't hit me, because if I get hit once right now, again, I'm at 3 HP, I'll die. So I need to play super patient. Notice how I'm going to literally wait for the player to shoot his shotgun to steal the wall back. That means he can't shoot back at me anymore. And then I can edit and shoot because he can't shoot back at me. And then I picked up that kill, even though I was in a really tough situation. After that, I then went on to get a few more kills. As you can see in the background gameplay, nothing special. But after those kills, we're going to move into the most important part of this video, endgame. Now, as I'm starting to rotate in, I see a player on height and I get a big hit of opening damage. Now, at this point, the player's super weak, but I get shot in my back, so I have to take a little break and pause and med up. But I also know now at this point, I have no meds, and if I go into this endgame with 0 meds, I'm gonna die. So I'm gonna teleport past this player while using my invis coin to make sure he doesn't know I'm here. This means that when he boxes up, he still thinks I'm to his right. See how he's blocking to his left? He still thinks I'm up there, but I'm now behind him. I can then slide in, carry my momentum, pump, and then spray through, and then I picked up a kill. But most importantly, I got all of those meds that I needed. Now that I'm fully healthy, I'm going to push up to the hill because I want to fight. But this player was camping the edge of his zone and he's going to hold me. At this point, there's no point in me going any higher up the hill because I'll just get sprayed even more. So I'm just going to create a 2x1 and then just chill here until zone closes. Now after chilling for a little bit, zone is going to close and it's going to open up over here. At this point, I have 3 options I could choose from. I could wide line it right here, I could go right, or I could go left. The best option is right because there's less people here. So I'm going to throw my teleporter once, land on this cell tower, hold the player in the back of zone, and then I'm going to throw my teleporter again. And then I'm just going to throw my second ender pearl into zone. But notice how I throw it to the right of where zone is pulling. Look at the direction that I'm facing. I'm throwing it this direction because this is the best line for me to get in zone. I wouldn't throw it here because this is where all the people are. I throw it right to make sure I have the easiest rotate out of anyone. And then I can just pause, take a little break, and let my teleporter regenerate, and then I just throw it in zone. And notice how I sprint right before I get into the teleporter to make me invisible, and then I can just land. And I realize these other 2 people are fighting, so I'm going to jump on that, obviously, right? But I jump into the box, and it's really awkward for me and this player, and he's going to hit me. None of these builds are mine, so I'm just going to get out, and I'm just going to take a little break, and I'm going to make sure I don't fight that because it's not worth it. Now at this point, I'm chilling on low ground, and zone is pulling over the water. So basically from this point, I'm going to have to rotate all the way over into the water over here. Now, most times this would actually be a easy rotate. But since I'm chilling on low ground in this brick box right there, and there's a player above me, if I try and throw my teleporter now or just edit this cone in general, the player above me will shoot me. So that means I need to push this player off a high ground or just force him to rotate before me in general. So you'll notice I spray out his floors to then force him to rotate and leave me alone. This will then allow me to have a free rotate, right? No, my internet goes crazy for some reason. I get a red X and I'm stuck at the back of zone, but it comes back last second and I was able to get myself in zone very hectically, but I was able to get there. After I've gotten myself in zone, the other player that I forced off of high ground was looking at me and he's going to push me. Now, when this player does push me, he's going to land on my roof, which means I can edit this floor, but he does place a ramp above me, so I'm going to edit the floor and then pump the ramp and drop him into my box. Now, at this point, it's a 50-50, so you know, it's just whoever has better aim is going to win. I have better aim, so I win that fight. Now, after I 50-50 this player, you're going to notice that this guy right here is trying to sneak up on me and jump into my box. So it's very important that even though I don't know he's there, I instantly get up and create space before I even think about medding up. This doesn't allow the player to then jump into my box. Now at this point, I can just play high ground and win, but pay attention to how I build into the front of zone, and I also play at an angle. I'm not going down the dead center, I'm going at an angle, and this means I can see the other players and then just get free kills. I can then pick up 1 kill and then I can just pressure the other player. But he actually does hit me for a little bit of damage, and I don't have any meds, so that means he does have the health advantage on me. So I kind of just need to be a little smarter than what you normally would do in a 1v1 like this. And I'm just going to spray him and crack him a little bit. After I've cracked him, he's in a really weird position. So I'm going to use my invis coin, drop down on his wall. I'm trying to bait pickaxe swing just to see if he'll edit on me. I then have cut off the left angle, so that means he can only go out right. I set up a double edit, and then I was just able to pick up a free win, and I even went up 2 places in Unreal. But that is the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to see how to get insane mechanics, go check this video out. But with that, I'm out. Peace.